I have an emergency. I just posted an IGTV video about me adding 7 Gold Ring Danios to the Hillstream Aquarium behind me. And I started to look for my coolie loach that I put in there yesterday again. And I discovered a battery at the most inconvenient spot in the tank. Which is going to literally require me having to take apart everything over here to access. Honestly, I considered leaving the battery in there, but then I was reading online that the battery can swell and explode and leach acid into the water column, but that was mainly for saltwater aquariums. I have absolutely no idea if there will be any negative effects to this aquarium because of a battery in there, but I'm just thinking battery, water, those two don't mix. So I was planning to pull apart this side of the aquarium and change the substrate. You can tell I'm not even prepared to do this video. The angles are probably all wrong. I didn't do the lighting right or whatever. I just got to get in here. I wasn't planning to touch this side of the aquarium, but now I have to. So let me show you where the battery is. So, it's literally at the back of the aquarium underneath some rocks. I don't know how it got under there. I don't even know why there was a battery on top of this fish tank. But lo and behold, there it is. So I'm going to have to pull apart all of this to get to it. So I'm going to start by dropping the water line. And then I'm going to just start pulling out pieces of decor. Here we go. Okay, so again, I don't know. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if the angles are right. I don't know what's what. I'm just gonna get in here. I don't know why there was a battery on top of this tank. I mean, well, obviously, see, I use the top of my tank as a storage facility, which we'll get into it another time. But I'm going to just start by taking all that crap off the top of my tank. Oh! Okay, let's calm down first and foremost. And not make a huge mess on top of the mess that I already had. So I have a bucket. I'm going to put some tank water in here. First thing I'm going to do is shut off my pumps so I don't short them out. I'm going to drain the water line. I'm going to put some of the water into a bucket, take out the decor. I'm hoping that I don't have to pull out many of the plants, but we'll see. I'm going to use this opportunity to take out this Chinese evergreen from in here, which has been causing a lot of ill effects. It has rooted into the sponge filter. So this has rooted into the sponge filter, to the carbon in this tank, but the roots suck up a lot of mom and whatever, and then it just releases it back into the aquarium, and I don't appreciate that, so I'm getting rid of that. The water back there is really murky. Alright, so now I'm just going to start pulling apart the decor in the tank. Alright, so I've started my siphon to drain the tank. I'm trying to, look at the bright side to all this, if a bright side can be found. I just put this bulbitis in about a week and a half ago, and it started to root in already. At least I'll get the opportunity to clean out this side of the aquarium, which I really wasn't under any pressure to do so. Now I'm trying to be very careful because these things have rooted in and have attached themselves to other pieces of decor within the aquarium. Oh, man. I'm going to have to pull this whole thing out as one big piece. Oh, man. This is not bringing me joy in the least sense of the word. because these pieces of, you know what? These pieces of driftwood were tangled together. Oh, God. Man. To create a look that has now been destroyed. I don't know how I'm gonna salvage this scape. Alright. And again, all of these big pieces of wood and rock I sourced locally. So I really took a lot of joy, pleasure, and spent a lot of time scaping this aquarium. There's the battery. Oh, it's out. Never to return. So, while I have this back area of the aquarium exposed, I am going to use this opportunity to clean back here because in a whole year's time, I have never been able to get back here. I'm not moving any other piece of decor. So you kind of get in a catty corner view here. But again, I've never been able to clean out back there. It just hasn't been possible because of the fact that there was so many pieces of decor in this back corner. So I'm going to use this opportunity to get in there and clean it up. So I was so laser focused on what I was doing, I completely forgot to restart the video. But I cleaned out this corner of the fish tank over here, and I am getting ready to reset the tank. Last time, this plant, this Anubias that is wedged onto this piece of lava rock, which I tried to remove, it was an afterthought. I put it in there afterwards. And so it was kind of not placed the best. So now I have the opportunity to place it in a more desirable way in order to give it a better look and feel. And again, I'm so sorry for the harsh lighting, but there's not much I can do about that right now, except try to make it as clear as possible. So I don't want it growing up into the pump anymore. I want it to grow out and across the tank. And the growth point is facing this way. So that means I kind of want to manipulate it so that it grows out and into the aquarium. So I like that. Yeah. So honestly, I don't remember what was where. So I'm gonna have to restage and reposition some of these pieces of wood and then reset the plants afterwards. Alright, so you know that whole falling into a rabbit hole thing? I've definitely fallen into a rabbit hole because I wasn't planning to address this filter box at all, but why not? So you probably shouldn't be touching, I don't know if you should be, the filter media with your bare hands, but I'm just trying to get it out so I can slide my carbon in, and then I'll put the carbon back in. Now the carbon filter pad that I had on this side, I haven't changed it in almost a year or more, and that's because I really wasn't using it for filtration, and I had the plant stuck in this side of the filter, so I thought, hey, you know, the plant is filtering the water, so let's just leave it alone. Probably wasn't the best idea, but that's what I did, and it worked. So what I'm going to start doing, because my plants are drying out, I'm going to start refilling the tank. Probably a good idea, right? You can tell I was not properly prepared for this video. So I have started the process of refilling the tank. You can either dose the tank or dose the filter. It really doesn't matter. This is 65 gallons, and I'm dosing for approximately 70. Half in the tank, half in the filter. Again, it does not really matter. And this is what I'm using, Seachem Prime. Not a paid promotion for Seachem Prime, but if they want to sponsor me, I am more than happy to oblige. Alright, so I think crisis has been averted. I'm refilling the tank. This is probably a super horrible video because, again, my main concern was the battery, getting it out and not having it explode and negatively affect my fish. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm just going to refill the tank. You saw me put that in the filter media. I cleaned it and gravelled that the right side. I don't like how this turned out in the least. It doesn't have that thick jungle look that it once did. So I'm going to need to address that. And part of the reason is because wood shrinks, obviously, as it sits in the water. And so it kind of, quote unquote, shrunk in place, but the plants had grown in a way that I didn't notice it. I pulled the wood out and they're like twigs at this point in time. So I'm going to need to source some manzanita wood. And fill out this tank. If anyone wants to send me manzanita wood, I will gladly take it. If you want to support me and the hobby and the channel and help out a fellow aquarist and send me beautiful pieces of manzanita branches, I will gladly take them. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, in all things, even when a battery falls into your aquarium, give thanks. Alright? See you in the next video, guys. Take care.